Tina from InnerDelight, and I am so delighted to have the opportunity to spend some time with our beautiful Fay Hart again. It's been a while since we connected in our last We Uplift moment, and so it's a real joy to be here again. Welcome back, Fay.
Thanks, Tina. It's lovely to talk to you again.
Yes. And
Talking
so I would,
Florida this time. Oops,
yes,
sorry.
from Mexico to Florida, here we are. And you're nice, and you're well, not in winter clothes, and I'm wrapped up because it's freezing. And so, anyway, I would love to hear you share a little bit about taking the summer off. I heard you mention something about that, and I would love to hear a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And I'm really kind of revisiting that being back home here in Florida because this is where it happened for me, uh, like a year and a half ago now. So, not this summer just gone, but the one before that. I was living here. I'm here actually, so I might look like I'm in a bit of a stock room or something, but this is my childhood bedroom, which is sort of half storage, half bedroom now. But I was living here in this house, the very house that I stormed out of as a teenager to go and make my life, And I'd been living in London for 30 years, and when I decided to change my life, I really threw caution to the wind and I set off with the intention of living in Mexico. But things didn't quite work out as I'd planned, and so I wound up here back living with my mom, mid 50s, brink of bankruptcy, working at Starbucks for $7 and a dime an hour, and just kind of thinking, what happened to my life? It was like, oh, but at the summer before I went, I heard a woman talking on the internet, challenging women, all women, to take the summer off, she was saying. And I thought, well, chance would be a fine thing. But what she was really saying was to take the summer off from having to be, do, and have it all. And I thought, you know what? I mean, my mind was saying, you're crazy. You need to focus. You need to earn money. You're going down the pan here. But my gut, my body, my instincts were saying, just take the summer off. Remember, that's what we used to do when we were kids. When I was going to school, we went to school and we worked and everything, and then we took the summer off. We got out of school end of May and we went back the first week in September. The summer was for fun and for vacation time, And so I decided to do that. And the fine print for me was to take the summer off from worrying. And so I walked in to my Starbucks where I was working and I said, I'm taking the summer off. I declared it, you see. And everybody was kind of like, oh my God, what did she like win the lottery or something? And I said to my boss, I'm only working 4-hour shifts, which are what they call at Starbucks princess shifts. I won't work more than 4 hours. Only the shifts I like, and only with the two people that I like working with, the people that are up and not whinging and complaining in the morning. So I did that, because she was like kind of taken aback. So she said, "Oh, okay. What shifts do you want?" Because I think when you just say, "This is what I'm doing," people respond. And it was beautiful because what I did, I worked 5 to 9, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. at Starbucks. So there I was completely caffeined up now and ready for the day. And I would go to the beach and take long walks. They have beautiful beaches here in St. Petersburg, Florida. And in the morning, in the week, there's hardly anyone on them really. And I would take these lovely walks and I was practice my processing technique. When I'd feel the thoughts, the fear coming in, I'd get a hold of it and I would, stop those thoughts and think, no, I'm taking this summer off. It's just these, couple of months here. I'm not going to worry. And what happened is it created this lovely clarity in my energy field. When all the worry didn't come in that close to me, I was able to just make a decision that I was going to go down to Mexico. And I did, I sold my scooter. I had a little Vespa that I used to go back and forth to Starbucks on. I sold that to give me enough money to buy my bus ticket. I hopped on a Greyhound. I had enough money to live for a month and I made it. I did it. I went because it wasn't that easy, of course, because the fear would keep coming in. But knowing from what I practiced taking that summer off from worrying, that I kept pulling back. And when I'd feel myself worrying, I would remove it from my energy field, and little by little, I created, and I believe what happens when we do that, that I was actually creating new neural pathways, new habit, the habit of not worrying. And so it was a beautiful thing. And what I'd like to tell you about it too is that I recently ran into a woman in San Miguel who's a beautiful, dynamic woman who's been the editor of the English language paper down there for 10 years. And she told me that she had read a little piece I put on my website about this, taking the summer off, and it really encouraged her. And she did that. Over 3 months, she took time off from worrying, and it gave her the courage, to quit her job in light of all the unemployment and the economy and everything. And I saw her, and it was just so beautiful because I thought, wow, I didn't even know that. I didn't know she was taking that time off, and that I had inspired her in that way until she actually took the courage to quit, and I bumped into her. So I say it to everyone: take courage and take the summer off and let your life just come to you.
Yeah, and if it's winter now, then you could always say, well, it's summer somewhere, so you can take that time out anytime, right?
That's it. Or, you can even start by taking the weekend off,
Mm,
and just start taking time off from that nagging voice in your head. Yeah, it changed
beautiful.
everything for me.
I love it, Faye. Well, and I know that some of these patterns or programs or conditioning can be so deeply ingrained that it's become so much a part of you that unless you have someone mirror back to you how you might be spending a lot of your time worrying without you even realizing it through the choice of your words and all of that, that having someone there to support you is amazingly powerful. So where can people contact you to have some support on their journey?
Yeah, I love anybody that's wanting to take the, courageous step. I'm your man, really, because I put my life into proving that it works. And so I can be found at followfay.com, followfay.com. And all the information is on there, or on Facebook at my business page is Fay, Fay. And you can also find the information there. Yeah, but it's a lovely thing. It is important, and I did have support. That's an element of it too. I had my sister was my accountability buddy.
Mm,
And it is really important to do that because the conditioning is so deep that we really
mm,
feel like somehow we're helping ourselves by worrying.
mm. Yeah, awesome. Well, I know that you have a lot more to share, and we will be covering some more in some of our next segments. So I look forward to that. Thank you for
Uh,
sharing. When I think of you, I always think of the Rock Chick, that wonderful interview we
yeah,
did. And so taking the summer off, it's like the summer of love. It's bringing it
right.
back to here.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Well, thanks for your time and thanks for sharing your story and your inspiration. And until the next segment, many joyful blessings.
All right. Thank you for letting me share that, Tina.
You're welcome.